Amethysti hey! Welcome back to the second episode of our little tutorial series. You might be confused by several things right now. For instance, you might have noticed it would be time to continue with one of our Minecraft cities. However, I'm very far away from finishing the next video there. And because tutorials compared to other videos don't need a lot of time at all to make, I've decided to upload this video first. But also in case you read my community post, you still might be confused. Cause turns out there are two things I said I couldn't keep. So as you see, I wasn't able to upload it on the 15th, and also this won't be the last episode of our tutorial series. I decided to split it for several reasons. Anyway, let's dive in this second episode of how to rebuild the Exchange 106. Now we'll stack this part by 11 more of those 4 layers. So yeah, we select it, and here with a temporary block, no, not here, but here. Select it and type //stack 11 and up. I forgot to remove the temporary block again. Anyways, we'll continue up there. We'll get closer and closer to the tip, and therefore we gotta change something in our pattern. But first of all, we'll continue by stacking this part once. // stack 1 and up. Then we can remove those, and we move these ones to the inside. And the same we do on the other side. So yeah, we copy this part. By the way, if you copy only up to here, you don't need to remove them, but yeah, it's not an effort at all. So stack and move. And now I already mentioned we gotta change the pattern, and that's right now because we'll place 4 blocks of concrete over here, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and the same on the other side. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. And then we'll stack up this part once without moving it. So only stack, and that's all. And we're gonna select this everything again, this time by using 2 temporary blocks, 1 and 2, select it and remove both, and we gotta stack it by 4. We remove this block and this block, and we select it over here as well as over here, and we move it once. We select this one over here and this one there, and we stack it by 4. And next we select this one as well as this one, and remove the temporary blocks and replace white concrete. So we select it over here, as well as a temporary block down there, and we stack it by 4. Now at the last 4 layers we change something, so we select it over here in the middle as well as here. And we replace it with concrete. So now we gotta stack these up, so we select it over here as well as there. We only stack these up, we don't care about the middle part for now. And we type //stack 7 and up. Now we stack up the middle part, and therefore actually we could go back down to this here and we select it over here as well as there. And we stack it by 8. So, and now you can see it matches, this matches with this line and it goes further up. That's very important. Now we can remove these light blue stained glass blocks up there. We type //set air. And we go over here, place a temporary block as well as over there, select it again, and type the command //set white concrete. We select it again, and we stack it up by 4. Now we select this block and same up here, and we type //move 1, and we have moved 1 inwards. Now I think it makes sense to already rotate this part of the building to the other 3 sides, to prevent any mistakes happening in the process of building the spire. So we go some blocks away from the building and we type //pos1, which stands for this first position, and then we head all the way down to the ground, and we select this block as second position. And then we remove these blocks, and there where these blocks were before, we stand and we type //copy. Go to the other corner. And again we place ourselves where these blocks were before and type //rotate -90, and we type //paste -A. We've pasted everything, and we can remove these blocks because I placed them by accident. So remove them. Oops, not that far. We gotta place those 2 blocks again, and it's the same on the other side. And next we check if we copied it correctly. So we look up and see everything matches. Very good. Then we head to this corner, remove those blocks, stand there, rotate -90 and paste -A. Remove these blocks. and check it and everything matches. And now the final side, remove it, rotate -90, paste -A, remove these blocks. We check it seems fine. We check it also on this edge, and that everything is fine, and yeah, perfectly. Now the only thing still missing is the spiral, which is, by the way, not as easy as you might think. So I suggest starting from the center. So we start from here, and we work to the outside. And we do this all for this side only, and rotate it then again to the other side, because otherwise it would be way too much work. So we select this block over here as well as this one, and stack it by 3. Like this. And then we select this block and this block and type / center and gold block. You can also choose a different block, it's just to determine where the center is. Now we take our white concrete and place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 9 blocks in total around the center line. And behind this we place 9 blocks again of iron blocks. Then we go 1 outside and place another 9 blocks. We select these and stack it by 2 and up. And we place 1 block here at the center. Next we go over here and place a temporary block and place another 9 blocks. There we also select it and stack it by 2 and up. There's a good reason why we start from the center, and that's because we can simply stack it from the center upwards. At the outside we can't stack everything, but here at the center we can stack it up. So, and we select this block as well as this block over here, and we stack it up by 6. Now the next steps are we finish this side, flip to the other side and rotate it to the other ones. Therefore we place 11 blocks over here. And repeat this, but this time 1 inwards over here. We select them and stack them up by 2. The 3 blocks in the center, we move them once inwards. Then we place another 11 blocks of iron up here. Select them. And stack them up by 2. And we select the 3 blocks in the center again. Go to this side and we move them once. Now this is where it gets tricky, because we can't just stack them up, because the further up we go the more it changes. So what are we gonna do? We simply don't care. Yeah, we stack them up anyways, but we must change them afterwards. I think that's the best method to cope this. So yeah, we select a temporary block here, as well as over here. And we stack it up by 6. For the first 2, it doesn't change anything. But for the third, it already does. So we go over here to this one. And we remove these blocks. Instead, we'll place them again behind it. So, like this. The same we do on the fourth one. So we remove these blocks and place them again behind. Now on the fifth one, we remove these blocks and place them again behind. Now at this one we remove these blocks and place them behind again. And finally we remove these blocks and place them behind it again. Now we'll stop here for now, and in the next part, which will be in approximately 1 month, we'll finish up this building for sure. In half a month though, I'll hopefully will be able to present you the next part of our survival city. Until then, feel free to check out my older videos, and yeah, bye bye.